but keep it to yourself. I'm feeling curious, want to explore it, nothing too serious. Forget the world for a minute, before we know it, the future's the past. Seize the moment while we're in it, hold on to each other as long as it lasts. I don't care about forever, 'cause sometimes forever is over so fast. Hush, hush, baby, come on, here with me, I want for you to go. No need to worry, there is no hurry to stay. We'll take it slow. This feeling's too.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Playoff game one now, history. Time for game two of this series here on 2K Sports. We're in the first round. Shaquille O'Neal is here, so is Kenny the Jet Smith. I'm Ernie Johnson. Tonight, it'll be the San Antonio Spurs up against the Golden State Warriors at their home, Oracle Arena. Well, for the Warriors, they were very effective in asserting their will in game one, which turned into a blowout. And they seem to have a mental edge going into game two. They won the series opener. Chance here to hold serve, go up 2-0. Shaq, what's the key for them to take care of business?
Well, you can't get complacent, and the effort has to be even greater this time around. Stop messing around and get to the effort.
Momentum from one game to another is overrated.
In a series?
Yeah, it's overrated because guys change up after the game. They kind of let it go. The best players in the world, I know, they're not elephants. They have short memories. They are not elephants. They forget.
Both teams ready to tip off. Let's send it to Kevin Harlan and the crew.
We are just about ready to get underway here in Game 2 of the first round of the Western Conference Playoffs. 2K Sports brings it to you live once again. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by the talented analyst tandem of Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. David Aldridge is on our sideline. We've got the San Antonio Spurs facing the NBA champion Golden State Warriors. Take a look at the Warriors. A successful outing in game one has them right where they want to be with a chance here, guys, to take game two on their home court.
History tells us when you can win the first two games of a series, it's not 100% certain, but you give yourself a pretty decisive edge in the series.
And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Well, when Kevin Durant came into the NBA, he fudged a little about his height. Told the team staffer to list him at 6'9". He said, "I thought it was cool to say that I'm a 6'9" small forward. That's the prototypical size for a small forward." Of course, guys, he was selling himself short. He confessed that he was recorded at 6'10" 3/4 with no shoes. So with his shoes on, he's 7 feet tall. Kevin?
And KD is certainly a rarity, DA. His length and height and athleticism makes him a nightmare for any team he goes up against. So Golden State will get the first possession. A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. Aldridge is at the 4 with Gasol at the 5. Murray out there with Mills, and it's Anderson in at the 3 slot.
Always keeping his head up. Draymond rarely misses the open man.
And so it's the Warriors getting on the board first. Stolen by Thompson. The dish to McGee. And count it, and a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Yeah, talent in this league has it so that now pretty much every team can push the pace. You have to get back on defense.
The Warriors shooting their first free throw of the evening.
One shot, gentlemen.
That's good from McGee. Mills with it. Anderson outside. Passes it to Murray. Aldridge with a screen on Iguodala. 6 on the shot clock, and the officials call a traveling violation. Golden State has come out of the gates quickly. It's a 5-point game. Their offense came out big in Saturday's game.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
But I like that they attacked those weaknesses. They made them pay for a lackluster effort.
Murray kicks to Oakland. Stolen by McGee. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. Iguodala, that's good.
And aggressive defense causing the mistake, then cashing in.
What a beautiful steal off of great anticipation. His instincts right there were right on.
Now here's Murray. Will it go? And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Not easy to miss a clean look inside like that, but he manages to do it.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul goes against San Antonio.
And great scorers find a way to get themselves to the free throw line. Kevin Durant certainly falls into that category.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Move shots.
The first free throw is good.
And you know there's something hypnotic about watching Durant shoot the ball. The calm, the consistency, the precision. This is what he was born to do.
Durant hits them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Mills dishes to Aldridge. Anderson wide open from outside off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. It's been several possessions since they've converted.
And they've got to find a way to change that.
Back to Murray. Aldridge kicks to Mills. Aldridge a screen. Anderson against Durant. And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Aldridge left side. Poked away, just 5 to shoot, and that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. 4 on the clock. Mills passes to Anderson, and it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. On offense, here are the Warriors. Right now, they're on a 9-0 run. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
And jumping out like this, man, you automatically start thinking blowout.
Well, yeah, they've set an aggressive tone early. The trick is maintaining this momentum. It's easy to get complacent.
San Antonio with the ball. The Warriors making the shot. Poke loose. Iguodala with the steal. And here's the fast break. Durant leading the way. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Spurs trail by 13. And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
Yeah, you know, some of it's shot selection, some just bad luck, and they just can't get anything going.
Well, this is the dilemma as a coach. You wonder, do I need to call a timeout here? Do I need to settle these guys down? Should I let them play through it?
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
Well, the pace right now, that's being dictated to them. They have to try to get it back to their tempo, to their style of game.
So it's the Spurs now, still without a basket in the game. And Durant comes to help. Iguodala with the steal. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Green leading the charge. Thompson with the bucket. Thompson's got his first points of the game.
A pretty simple solution to ending this run. It would just be getting back and actually playing some defense.
Anderson kicks to Gasol. Gasol is doubled. Knocks it loose. 6 to shoot. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Clock at 2.
After 3 attempts, he has nothing to show for it.
Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Here's Durant. No good on that one. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. Anderson dishes to Murray. And Iguodala comes to help. Murray with it. And it's Iguodala picking him up. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession. The shot. Bank shot. No good.
Almost every look he gets inside is a good one, but the D hangs in there and makes it a tough one.
Gasol. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Oh, they finally got the lid off the basket there with that shot. Now 1 for 5 to begin this game.
Here's Durant. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
Oh, and with the fast eyes, Iguodala finding the open man.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Stolen by Durant, and pushing it up is Golden State Warriors again in transition.
Yeah, pounding it inside once again. They have taken over this game physically.
Right off the opening tip, they've been relentless, and this style of play can be hard to come back against.
And that replay presented by Under Armour, showing us the fantastic steal that led to that fast break finish. Another unleashed chaos moment. And Kevin Durant with the slam.
That's a play that only superstars make. I mean, Durant comes up with the swipe on one end and gets the finish on the other.
Spurs trail by 19. Murray, the pass to Anderson. And there's the call on Durant. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Murray. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And Anderson kicks to Gasol. Aldridge a screen.
Thus far, they haven't gotten the ball inside at all.
Gasol, no good. Outside for Durant. Rebound, San Antonio. Now here's Anderson. From the low block. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2. Warriors leading by 17. Here's Durant. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
San Antonio calls timeout.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
Ooh, this is ugly. No question about it. And you wonder if these matchups aren't favoring them right now.
Spurs trail by 19. Iguodala with the steal. And now here's Durant, the fast break. Look at that jam! I mean, just beautiful.
Oh, and look out. KD is just hurting everyone's feelings with that slam. Simply amazing.
San Antonio's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And there's the call on Durant. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Ouch. 3 fouls for him already. And now if you're the coach, you got to think about sitting him down.
And Iguodala comes to help. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee.
And defensively, great anticipation, making a play there on the ball.
And don't forget about the good hand-eye coordination. I mean, he almost corralled it in for the steal.
Now here's Anderson. Mills dishes to Gasol. The kick out to Aldridge. Mills, that's a 2-pointer.
And how about the interior defense here early on? They have really shut down the middle.
Here's Durant. Gasol with the defensive effort.
Does well to burrow his way into the post, but loses his touch on the finish.
Murray, the pass to Gasol. Back to Murray. Rebound by JaVale McGee. Warriors leading by 21. The drive by Green. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. The Spurs shooting in the early going here. Pretty dreadful, 22%. Wide open look here for Murray. And that one comes up a bit short.
Maybe he should look to pass the ball right now and get his teammates involved, because right now, his shot's not falling. He's ice cold.
And already with the commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
Oh, okay, you've done your job so far, but the question is now, can they sustain this level of energy? There's still a lot of game to play.
Aldridge, no one around him. No good with the triple. And so here is Golden State. Here's Durant. The rebound by Anderson. Anderson's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Pull up Jay. And Mills kicks to Murray. And the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
And being taller than most point guards, he puts that length to use. Example A right there.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Then for the Spurs, Rudy Gay's checked in for Gasol. Green comes in for Kyle Anderson. And it's Ginobili in for Patty Mills.
One shot.
Free throw good, Murray. Warriors leading by 20. Here's Young. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Aggressive coming out of the gate here, guys. Wow.
Yeah, you got to love it. Everything's working. Offense, defense, already a big lead.
Count it, good.
Got to be aware of Gay's passing. He's constantly looking to set up his teammates in their spots.
Here's Young. And the layup falls.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
San Antonio's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Murray kicks to Aldridge. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
Nice bucket. There's no question about his skills at the offensive end.
And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. Parker's checked in for DeJounte Murray. Spurs trail by 20. Parker outside. The Spurs shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
That's good from Green.
And one thing you can say about Green, I don't know of too many players who are as dependent on their three-point shot as he is. He needs that shot to be falling for him to make an impact.
Both free throws good from Green. Warriors leading by 18. Here's Pachulia, and good work on the boards, and they pick up the second chance points. Pachulia's got his first bucket in this one. Parker dishes to Aldridge. Ginobili kicks to Parker. Spurs passing it around. San Antonio again missing.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward. They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Pachulia with the steal, and they're pushing it up. And Pachulia with the dunk.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Here's Parker following the score by Golden State. Pachulia with the steal, and here's the fast break. Cook leading the way. Lays it up off the glass.
And it's about the tempo, guys. It favors them, and just look at that score.
Well, that's where they have the advantage tonight. They're just a better team in transition.
Now here's Gay, looking for his first basket still in this one. Here's Aldridge. No good, unable to end this run.
A frustrating start to this quarter for him.
West with the ball. He's picked up by Parker, and so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. That's on LaMarcus Aldridge. The Warriors shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Roof shots.
Free throw dropped for David West. He doesn't get the second one.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
And there's the pass to Ginobili. Uncovered. And it's good on the assist by Parker.
Yeah, the assist by Parker, just brilliant. Really seeing his teammates out there.
That one, no good. So the Spurs will take it the other way. There's a minute 34 left to play in the first. And the basket by West.
Yeah, and the defense has been on their back heels with the way they've been running the ball up the floor.
Parker outside. Out to the right wing. Aldridge kicks to Gay, and then Gay with the dunk.
Oh, man, the dunks that Gay flushes home are what he's best known for. A relentless athlete. Just flat out gets it done.
Young on the follow. Young's got his third basket of the night.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
San Antonio's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. That's tipped. It's stolen by Livingston. One-on-one fast break. Here's Cook. And the layup is good.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Parker kicks to Gay. Screened by Parker. That's tipped. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. Bell is checked in for the Warriors. We've got 33 seconds left here in the first quarter. Parker drives in. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup.
Well, even with the defense right in his face, Parker is just in his comfort zone down inside with that look.
Young. It doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Green. Parker outside. Green with a screen on Young. Parker passes to Green. Gay sets the pick for Green. Here's Aldridge. No good from the low block. We're at the end of the first quarter, and what a blowout already in this one. The Warriors on top as they end the first quarter on a 15-6 run. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And the Gasol brothers, Pau, talked about the joy of sharing the NBA stage with his brother Mark.
It's like a dream come true. It's hard to really picture it. I'm just proud to be Mark's brother, and I'm proud of what he's become as a basketball player and as a man.
Well, their story is a bit like a fairy tale, the way two of them, sons of medical professionals in Spain, have become two of the best centers in the NBA of this era.
Especially when you remember what a raw talent and how big and bulky Marc Gasol was when he was drafted by the Lakers. I mean, they traded him to Memphis for his brother. And that does all seem like fiction, doesn't it?
It's the NBA playoffs. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action here in this Game 2. And for the Warriors, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Hustling on that offensive glass, that's led to a number of second chance points.
Well, obviously that was the game plan coming in. Be physical right off the rip.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. We've got Rudy Gay, also LaMarcus Aldridge out there. Tony Parker is out there with Green, and it's Forbes in at the 2 spot. For San Antonio, they have made 3 free throws so far, haven't missed any. The free throw drops for Gay.
Oh, well, Kevin, throughout his career, Gay has been an offensive force and mastermind in manipulating defenses.
Young inside. He's against Green. Young's shot is off. And San Antonio shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Fires the three. Green, no luck. So it's the Warriors now. Ring shot on the way. Good on the jump shot. Young's got 8 points.
In the mid-range, rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Nick Young. That's foul number 2 for him. Warriors on D. Feeds it to Green. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. First one falls for him. Both free throws good from Green.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
Then Pachulia with the dunk.
Oh, and a nice look by Livingston, keeping his eyes up, locates the man.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Parker dishes to Aldridge. Poke loose. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession. Young left side. Over Green. Green with the rebound. San Antonio with the ball. Now the feed to Forbes. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
The D pretty much taking that possession off, but the shot's off target with nobody near.
They get it again. Shots good from Young. Young's got 4 points this quarter.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Green draws the double. Shot clock at 6. It's stolen by Livingston. And Nick Young, the bucket on the assist by Livingston. Livingston's got 3 assists now in this one. Spurs have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Double team on Parker. It's stolen by Livingston. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Young with no one around. And it's Golden State with another.
Oh, great ball movement there.
About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Here is Parker. Aldridge a screen. Here's Green. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Green's got 8 points.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint. Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Parker kicks to Forbes. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Shot off the pick. Gay can't get it to go. The Warriors have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. On the left block. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And wasting no time in transition, really pushing the pace.
For San Antonio, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Parker kicks to Aldridge. Great touch on the 16-footer. Aldridge has got his second bucket of the night.
His mid-range game is what sets Aldridge apart from the other bigs in our league. He's about as accurate a shooter as you'll find among players with his size.
Here is Forbes. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Parker. And Pachulia pulls it down. Pachulia's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Bell, that's a 2-pointer. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. The Spurs have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Kicks it to Gay. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And the astonishing athleticism of Gay puts defenders in a bind. He knows how to get under their skin.
For San Antonio, they've been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And the first one at the line is good. A different look now for San Antonio. Pau Gasol's checked in for Aldridge. Kyle Anderson comes in for Green. And Murray's subbed in for Tony Parker. Rudy Gay hits them both.
Strong take to get the foul there after not getting it there in the first quarter.
Looney with the bucket. Looney's got his first 2 points.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Here's Gasol. Pass to Forbes. Launches it. The Warriors pull it in. The drive by Green. Here's Looney. Back to Green. Up and in. It's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And then Gay with the dunk.
Good movement there, and the lead pass was right where it needed to be.
Here's Durant, and it's Golden State with another.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
The Spurs have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
I'd love to hear his explanation of Coach right there. I mean, that should be an interesting conversation.
So it's San Antonio now, after the miss from Andre Iguodala. Gasol, and Durant sends it back.
Durant covers a ton of ground with his limb, using his wingspan to wipe away shots.
And that one drops.
Those passes into the paint have to be precise, just like that one.
San Antonio's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Now here's Murray. He's covered closely. And Durant comes to help. Gay with no one around. But they get it back. Murray, the pass to Gasol. Goes up again. And it's Iguodala with the rebound. The Warriors shooting a superb 63% from the field. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And there's the call. San Antonio the foul.
So aggressive in everything he does. You know, Draymond often causes as much contact as he takes.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
First free throw is good.
And now one of the few areas where Draymond has not improved all that much is knocking down the freebies from the charity stripe.
Both free throws good from Green. And so it's San Antonio with it. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. That one on Ginobili.
Oh, the long legs of Durant right there. Stretch Armstrong help him drive inside. Impossible for the defense to defend against that without fouling.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Durant hits them both.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
San Antonio's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Ginobili kicks to Anderson. That falls. Nice feed that time for Manu Ginobili.
Hits the moving target with the lead pass. He made it look so easy.
Pass to Looney. A shot, no good. Gasol with the defensive effort. Mills with it, and it's Iguodala picking him up. And Mills kicks to Murray. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And the 3 off target. Warriors shooting and feeling it offensively in the second quarter. They're shooting 60%. Count that one.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Outside Gasol. Gasol a screen. Ginobili outside.
2 shots, gentlemen.
The Spurs have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes.
Two shots.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. Warriors shooting so well, 63%. The offense working as one cohesive unit.
And Kevin, he's practically doubling his assist totals over the back half of his career. Durant's a more than willing facilitator. Whatever helps his team win, he's willing to do it.
Gasol, great D that time from Green.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
The Warriors have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9.
At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Durant. And so Durant nails them both. San Antonio's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. And Mills kicks to Ginobili. Beyond the arc. And it's Iguodala with the rebound. And it's Durant, that time on the assist by Iguodala. Iguodala's got assist number 5 here tonight. And there's the call on Durant. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we will head to the line for 2. For San Antonio, they have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
Two shots.
And the first one drops. The Warriors making a switch here. McGee's checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Warriors shooting an incredible 64% from the field in this game. It's Durant with the drive.
There's a reason why he is regarded as the deadliest scorer in the game. Durant just can't be stopped.
And San Antonio shooting a measly 26% in the second quarter. And here is Murray. And Durant comes to help. Now Mills looking for Gasol. He gets it there. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
He's obviously hit a bit of a dry spell here. Only 1 of 5 this quarter.
Durant for 3 from beyond the arc and then some. Durant's got 13 points in just this quarter.
He's been in control here tonight, helping them get in front with his work from the field.
Ginobili outside. Trains the three-pointer.
He played a very solid first quarter, and now he's taking it up a notch here in the second.
Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. That one goes in. 8 points for Draymond Green.
He just looks more engaged this second quarter. A far cry from his disappointing play in the first period.
Gasol a screen. Ginobili draws the double. In the corner, Murray with it. Spurs passing it around. Anderson's shot is off.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And Green slams it in.
This is what you like about Thompson, a shoot-first guy who's willing to make that extra pass.
The Spurs shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. Gasol dishes to Murray. The 3 from Mills. Tries again. Here's Anderson. And, here, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. This is his first free throw of the game.
Two shots.
The first free throw is good. Danny Green, he's checked in for the Spurs. Both free throws good from Anderson. Warriors shooting has been brilliant in this game, 67% from the floor. Here's McGee. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. McGee's got his 3rd basket of the night. 1:16 left in the first half of basketball. Poked away. Stolen by McGee. It's 2-on-1. Here's Durant. Oh, and the jam by Durant.
The tenacity, the attention to detail, it's why these guys are in complete control.
Well, they continue to extend the lead. Terrific play on both ends of the court.
San Antonio with the ball, following the score by Golden State. And there's the call on Durant. That'll be foul number 5 on him, and due to the bonus, we'll be headed to the free throw line.
2 shots.
First one falls for him. Some changes for Golden State. David West, he's checked in for Green, and Cook subbed in for Andre Iguodala. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Nice shot by Thompson.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
The Spurs shooting just 29% in the second quarter. The offense is suffering. They double him with West. Anderson passes to Ginobili. 36 seconds left in the first half. Shot clock at 6. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
He feeds it to Mills. From the arc. It's rebounded by Golden State. McGee's got his 7th rebound.
Oh, wow. Look out.
That's a beautiful jam.
There was a time when people said Durant didn't finish well through contact. Those days are long gone.
Dishes to Anderson. Over Thompson. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Golden State Warriors. And his big game just keeps getting bigger. That quarter sees him get over 30 points. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Steve Kerr and Coach, what is the offensive approach going to be in the second half?
Well, we just have to do what we do, move the ball and wear them down with our ball movement, our cutting, and our spacing, and set better screens, all the usual stuff.
Yeah, it always seems to work out for you in the long run. Thanks, Steve. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. How about the playoff atmosphere? We're going to break down all the first half action for you. Well, for the Warriors, they're in a perfect position to grab a hold of this series, up 1-0 already, and playing incredible basketball, which has given them a huge lead at halftime. They just couldn't have asked for a better scenario. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Incredible first half by Kevin Durant. His combination of length and skill set is a nightmare to defend. He can pile up massive points within the flow of the offense, which is really impressive. And he's not out there barking at people. He's just letting his production do the talking.
Shaq, let's get your thoughts on San Antonio.
Well, one reason they're getting roasted, a.k.a. blown out, poor rebounding. Way too many one-and-done possessions. I don't want to see guys dribble between their legs and shoot. Not enough fundamentals. Hey, box out 101. Maintain position 101. Learn how to play basketball 101. Things like that, Ernie.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And we're back to the action here in this round one matchup. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Man, through the first 2 quarters, he was extremely aggressive. Picked up a number of steals.
Oh, well, you take some chances. Sometimes you can get burned, but you hope more often than not that you can be a catalyst for your team.
And welcome back to the NBA playoffs as we get ready to continue with this round one matchup. Here's Murray. Lethal shooting pair of Clay and KD out on the perimeter. JaVale McGee is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Iguodala in at the 1 spot. That's the Warriors 5. McGee with it, Gasol covering, and it's McGee with the jam.
Oh, and making that extra pass, Iguodala committed to running the offense.
And for the Spurs, they're shooting about 33%, not happy with their play on that end. They set the screen. Green against Aldridge, and it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Murray with it. He dishes it to Gasol over Green.
The sheer disruptiveness of Green. I mean, one of the many reasons he was named first team NBA All-Defense in 2015.
Now here's Anderson. Gasol setting the pick for Murray. They get a hand on it, and up the court come the Warriors on the break. Green with the ball, and Green slams it in.
It's easy to see why Green is considered an elite defender. He's terrific at getting under the skin of his opponent.
And that replay presented by Under Armour, showing us the fantastic steal that led to that fast break finish. Another unleashed chaos moment. Now here's Anderson. He's got 8, and Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Anderson outside. He kicks to Murray. 5 to shoot. Over Iguodala. Not enough on that one as it misses.
I like the shot selection on that one, despite the miss.
They get it back. The shot's good from McGee.
Ripping and running. They have a big advantage now in those transition opportunities.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Then Gasol with the dunk.
And the stick-with-it attitude of Gasol, just overwhelming the defense with his length. Yeah, I mean, he's been orchestrating all game at a high level.
And you see defensively, when they try to patch something up, he exploits a different weakness.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Lets it go. Good. He hits the jump shot. 8 points for LaMarcus Aldridge. The Warriors have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Now here's Murray. He's covered by Iguodala. Aldridge kicks to Murray. And the rejection by Iguodala.
And the ability to go vertical, I mean, Iguodala's sneaky shot blocker.
And you can see it. They're in a nice rhythm in terms of shooting. It's been that way the entire second half.
Yeah, they've come out of the break with an eye toward efficiency. One of the advantages they hold in this game.
Now here's Murray. It's Aldridge penetrating. And the dunk by Aldridge.
Look at this. I like this. Team basketball. Keeping the ball moving until they find the right shot.
Baseline jumper. And the shot is long. Spurs shooting a hot 57% from the field in the third. Anderson against Durant. And Anderson kicks to Gasol. And Durant comes to help. Now here's Mills. He's guarded closely. The fader. And it's Iguodala with the rebound. Iguodala's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
When KD gets it in that close to the rim, you're out a good option. He's so good. I mean, sometimes you just give him the foul. You just give the foul.
And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight.
Two shot.
That's good from Durant. Pachulia, he's checked in for Golden State. Livingston comes in for Thompson. Durant hits them both. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Parker dishes to Forbes. Gay against Durant. From 12 feet out. Makes a big high bounce and goes in. 11 points for Gay.
And Gay is very confident from the mid-range. When he has his feet under him, he's extremely reliable from there.
That one drops for him. 39 points for Kevin Durant.
He continues to be their go-to guy. If they close this game out, his stamp will be all over this one.
Aldridge. And the dunk by Aldridge.
And now this game is becoming a showcase for Aldridge. He's been out of control. A one-man team. Now it's just a matter of getting him the ball and getting out of his way.
Iguodala, no good. The Spurs have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Gay kicks to Parker. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Parker's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And able to get it done once again in close. Just one of the ultimate finishers at the rim.
The entire offense has revolved around him today, and that's been the perfect game plan.
Spurs have gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. The dish to Gasol. Back to Parker. Outside for Gasol. It's Gay on the wing. Pachulia covering. Pulls up on the wing, and the jumper is on the mark. 13 points for Rudy Gay.
He's one of the guys having a solid game for them, but as a whole, they've been lacking.
Durant with it. Gay picks him up defensively. Here's Pachulia. Some solid defense from Aldridge.
That's how you protect the rim. Stand your ground and make him alter his release.
Over in the corner, Gasol. Drills it from outside. Gasol's got 9.
And Gasol didn't always have the perimeter shot, but in the latter stages of his career, he has really developed that. Straight rim rocker.
It looked like, Greg, for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose. The Spurs shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. Iguodala with the steal. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Here's Durant. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That one on Parker.
So funny. I remember with those scouts how bad they talked about him during his time in the NBA scouting and all that, saying he couldn't lift and coming out of college, and he's gotten stronger. Durant's been able to do this with more regularity. Look, he powers through for the bucket. He gets a chance to tack on another point at the line.
Looney's checked in for the Warriors. Young comes in for Andre Iguodala.
One shot behind the lanes.
That's good from Durant. So it's the Spurs now. Parker outside. It's Aldridge penetrating. Pass to Parker from past the arc. That one misses. So Golden State will take it the other way. Shoots from the right block. Rebound by Parker. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. At the elbow, Green. It's stolen by Livingston. And then Durant with the jam.
Durant dunks the ball. It's such an effortless lift. He just goes up and throws it down like it's nothing.
Parker kicks to Aldridge. Aldridge a screen. Here's Parker. That's tipped. Young pass to Durant. And the layup falls. Durant's got 48.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Now here's Parker. He's covered by Livingston. Gay is doubled. And the pass to Forbes. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Some changes for Golden State. West comes in for Jaja Pachulia. And Cook subbed in for Kevin Durant. The Spurs also with the sub. Ginobili's checked in. Here's Looney, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
And it's been about that execution offensively. I mean, they have been superb.
Yeah, and it's been a team game, a number of contributions. Guys staying focused. That's why the league continues to grow.
Parker's shot is off.
And they just tried everything to stem the tide here, but nothing seems to work.
Yeah, trying to recapture momentum. And the tide's running against you, very difficult to do. What will the young kids say today? Ride that wave.
Outside, Green. Tries to snap the cold streak. That shot missing. And Golden State will go the other way with it. Here's Young. The rebound by the Spurs. Aldridge has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Ginobili. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. The Warriors shooting almost 60% from the field here in the third. They are really feeling it. West can't hit.
Just testing out the cannon on that misfire.
Yeah, way. Oh! And Gay loves putting on the show when the time is right. The way he leaves the floor for these slams is just simply breathtaking.
And the basket by West.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off West. Bell is checked in for Looney. Down low, here's Aldridge, and it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got 6 assists here tonight.
He's feeling it this half. Total turnaround after a rough first half.
And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. Stolen by Ginobili. And now the fast break. Ginobili with the ball. Feeds it to Gay. Aldridge. The second effort. And he lays it up and in. Aldridge has got 16.
Oh, he has been dominant on offense. Who knows where they'd be in this game without his effort?
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. The feed now to Green. Ginobili gets a wide open look. Drills it from outside. 11 points in the game.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half. Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Parker dishes to Gay. Here's Aldridge. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. And the Warriors decide to take their first timeout here.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Well, yeah, he might have seen something he wants to exploit. Well, we'll see what they run coming out of this.
Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Golden State. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for San Antonio. DeJounte Murray comes in for Parker.
2 shots.
And the first one drops. That one falls, so he hits both of them. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
1:52 left in the third quarter, and the wide open shot from Green connects from three-point range. Green's got 11.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Yeah, they've been tremendous from beyond the arc. It's a shift from what they did in the first 2 quarters, though.
Murray kicks to Ginobili. A three-pointer off the mark.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Oh, man, an area where Thompson has improved a quicker first step on the drive.
Murray kicks to Ginobili. Pass to Anderson. Murray for 3. Drills the three-pointer. 6 points for him.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Ginobili against Thompson. In the corner, Murray with it. Stolen by Thompson. Over Ginobili. Thompson misses. San Antonio's got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointer since halftime. They're 4 of 7. Here's Green. That one goes in. Green's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And they're showing much more focus here in the second half. More effort as well. And their offense starting to show signs of life. Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
You know the saying, numbers don't lie. You can see it up there on the scoreboard.
They get a hand on it. Here's Bell. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
And how about the explosiveness he shows, going from the offensive to the defensive end in a blink.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors, able to put on a show for the ages. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Greg Popovich.
Cut, play. You just like something magical is going to happen. Okay? You got to make things happen. Let's score here. Let's go get some stops.
And Greg Popovich putting the responsibility on his players to take more action. We'll see if they can get it done.
Yeah, he wants them to just take charge of this game. Don't be passive. Impose your will on the game.
Welcome back as we get set to continue our coverage of this Round 1 playoff matchup. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. On the court for San Antonio, we've got Mills. Anderson is out there with Laverne. And it's Paul in at the shooting guard position.
They haven't been able to count on his scoring tonight, but still, here they are in the lead.
Here's Mills. And David West gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his third foul so far. They double him with West. Over in the corner, Paul. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's stolen by West.
Yeah, they're starting to go in the wrong direction in terms of turnovers. It's slowly becoming a problem. Nice pass here to set that basket up.
1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Anderson right side. Kicks it to Paul. To the left side wing. The three from Mills. The three-pointer is right on target.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Cook. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. The Warriors making a switch here. Iguodala's checked in. Cook's gone 2 for 5, shooting 40% from the field here. Mills passes to Laverne. Back to Mills. The three. Rebounded by Bell.
And another miss. Woo. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. And Thompson gets it to go.
Oftentimes we think of Thompson as an outside shooter, but he has the size and the skill set to score inside as well.
Paul kicks to Anderson. Pass to Mills from outside the arc. Here's Paul. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
Chalk up 2 there.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Mills dishes to Anderson. Paul with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. Mills passes to Paul. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Bell. And now in transition, here we go. Iguodala. Thompson with the bucket.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And Mills kicks to Bertans. And here's Laverne. And here's Mills for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And no fight left in the defense there after a teeth-rattling pick.
Here's West, and the stuff by West.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Mills dishes to Paul. There's a screen. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. JaVale McGee's checked in for David West. Spurs also with the sub. Forbes checked in. Here's Mills. And Iguodala comes to help. Clock at 6. Bertans can't get it to go.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
They get it back. McGee. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the foul goes against San Antonio.
Your Warriors, JaVale McGee. 2 shots.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
That's good from McGee.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Some changes for Golden State. Kevon Looney is checked in for Bell. And it's Livingston in for Nick Young. Both free throws good from McGee. For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Looney passes to McGee, and the slam dunk by McGee.
Oh, such a terrific defender. Iguodala jump starting that fast break.
Here's Mills. Passes it to Bertens. Now here's Mills. He's guarded closely. And it's Laverne missing.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
The best laid plans, right? Well, I tell you right there, though, that's one they'll take every single time.
Here's Bertans for three. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Down low, here's Looney. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
The three from Mills. Hits it from three-point range.
And he's showing signs now of life after going scoreless through the half.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Al Paul. Over to the wing. Here's Bertens. It's rebounded by Livingston. Golden State's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter.
Oh, that's a nice look. Recognizing he had the opening to make the entry pass.
The Spurs have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the 4th, 4 of 9. And Mills kicks to Laverne. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Look at this. I like this. Team basketball. Keeping the ball moving until they find the right shot.
From deep, Iguodala. Bertans grabs the board.
It's been a rough game for him, but it won't sting too bad as long as they hang on to the lead.
Iguodala with the steal. Only one man back on D. And there it is for him.
Just giving up way too many transition opportunities.
For San Antonio, they've gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And the call will be against Sean Livingston. That's foul number 2 for him. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for the Warriors. Spurs also with the sub. Tony Parker's checked in for Patty Mills. Parker with it. Parker double teamed. Out left to the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 3. Forbes can't get it to go. Warriors shooting with confidence. Wow, 66% from the floor. San Antonio's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the 4th and been successful 3 times. Bertans can't get it to go. Here's Durant. Here's McGee. Rebounded by the Spurs. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Paul kicks to Parker to the middle. And Laverne throws it down.
Oh, the location of that assist was awesome. That was a sweet lead pass.
Here's McGee, and it's McGee slamming it down.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. The Spurs have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Drops in the tray.
Boy, this final period, they are putting up a ton of shots from deep.
Stacks on stacks on stacks. They're looking to stack up some points. They've gotten into a nice groove from out there.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Tipped away. Bertens passes to Parker. Here's Forbes. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got his 9th assist in the game now. Durant for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Durant's got 51.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Paul outside, and Forbes kicks to Bertans. He feeds it to Parker. Double team on Parker. Now the pass to Bertens. And it's Paul top the key. The putback. It's good on the putback. Golden State's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
That's just a lack of communication. Two guys just not on the same page.
The Spurs making a switch here. Gay's checked in. The Spurs shooting 53% from the field in the fourth quarter. Can't ask for more than that from your offense. Pass to Bertans. They get it again.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
The shot by Looney, no good.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly, then with the quick reaction time.
Parker kicks to Forbes. Here's the screen. It's tipped, and that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Laverne, and it's good on the assist by Parker. Laverne's got 9 points here in the second half. Here's McGee. Good for the basket, number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
Something lit a fire under him this quarter. Their lead's safe as long as he's on the floor.
Parker kicks to Forbes. Dishes it to Gay, and they double up Gay.
And Gay is just so crafty inside, forcing the defense to hit him in the paint.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Rudy Gay hits them both.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Here's Durant, and he lays it straight in. Durant's got 53.
Durant knows he has the size to battle with anyone down low and just goes right up for the finish.
To the paint, stolen by McGee. Iguodala outside. Durant with a wide open look. That one falls, coming off Iguodala's feet. 55 points for Kevin Durant.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Oh, you're up by double digits. They're trying to keep the momentum, keep the foot on the neck. That's his focus right now.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. Mills, he's checked in for Parker. He's perfect from the line this time. Golden State's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. He gets it in there.
The inbound play works to perfection. You got to love to get those quick hitters.
And San Antonio shooting 53% from the field in the fourth quarter. Can't ask for more than that from your offense. That's tipped. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Livingston is running.
Oh, the long arms of Livingston. He just snatches the ball. I mean, he kickstarts the fast break.
A minute 42 left to play in the final quarter. Inside, here's Forbes. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Here's Looney. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Durant's got 5 assists tonight.
And guys, that's going to wrap it up. Fans are piling out the exits. Obviously a huge win here in Game 2 for the Warriors.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Kevin Durant.
But the big thing was if he had an open look, he drained it. He didn't let any of those easy chances get away from him.
And then Durant with the dunk.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
At this point, it's just icing on the cake. Terrific run, closes it out.
Now here's Mills. He's covered by Iguodala. Mills dishes to Gay. That one, no good. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Here's Durant. Again, Golden State.
And giving the fans what they came to see, a spirited performance.
Yeah, with a double-digit lead at this point, they could pretty much mark this one up in the win column.
Now here's Mills. D right on him. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Timeout called the Warriors. They're in front. 26 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, what do you think?
You know, this is a timeout maybe just so they can pat each other on the back because no other reason to call it.
My guess is that they're just trying to avoid some monumental breakdown after having dominated up to this point.
Chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Kevin Durant.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. It must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
And Greg, to play like he has under the most intense circumstances here in the playoffs makes it all the more remarkable. .26 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
Well, that's what I would say about Iguodala's game. Relentless.
Now here's Mills. To the paint. It's tipped. Laverne makes it off the glass.
Look, high percentage looking tight. It's hard to miss that one.
The clock now can just run out for the Warriors.
He just bangs down the one-hander.
Two very easy points right here. Here's Mills. He dishes it to Laverne. Kicks it out to Gay. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. And this win puts them squarely in the driver's seat in this series. Up now, Greg, 2-zip with all the momentum on their side.
I mean, in fantastic shape right now. If they can capitalize on this victory and win Game 3, you can just about put this series to bed.
You got it. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Andre. I know if you could bottle a game like tonight, you would. But what's the key as you look forward to these upcoming games?
The key is just not letting all the outside distractions, get in the way of letting us do what we want to do. So we got to come in, play tough, and guys will be ready to play.
Great performance tonight, Andre. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us for the first round of the Western Conference Playoffs. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.